Good evening. How are we all doing today? Welcome back to the channel. We have another live, our last live stream of, last live match preview of the season. Hopefully you're all having a good evening. Hopefully you're well. Sorry it's taking so long to basically do this. Been a bit busy with work. But we're going to do it tonight. We're going to catch up with everything going on for tomorrow's last game against Ipswich Town at Portman Road. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. Right. So, as you are probably aware, let's go to the other thing here. As you're probably aware, there's obviously been talks and everything going on at QPR at the moment, rumours going around, but let's try and focus all about what's going to happen tomorrow. So, Ipswich v Queen's Park Rangers, 12:30 kickoff, last game of the season for everyone in the Championship, apart from playoffs, obviously. Portman Road, like I said, manager Kieran McKenna for Ipswich. Now, we all know what Ipswich are capable of. You know, they're one of the teams that I said would go up, whether it was playoffs or number two. Technically, I did say Middlesbrough and Coventry, but looks like Ipswich had a very good January window and somehow have been able to squeeze past all of that and get themselves challenging for top two. So yeah, now we did play Ipswich last at our ground, where we took a shocking defeat, a 4-1 defeat at home on the 1st of November, which was an appalling performance, to be honest. Very appalling. We could have done a lot better. We didn't seem the same as we was going into that good form we was. But let's have a go at this. So obviously Ipswich were all over us the whole game. The first goal did come from Ipswich, coming from George Hurst. I generally can't remember the goal itself, but Burrell did score on that day as well. But then the second half happened, and yeah, none of the subs made any difference personally. Nunes scored, Hurst scored, Nunes. A terrific free kick it was, and by Nunes, I believe it was. Hurst did get a man of the match that game. Incredible performance from Ipswich though, and our ratings was just really terrible on that day. So we know what Ipswich all about and what McKenna's about. He likes to play a passing game. He likes to keep possession. He likes to control the game. He likes to play good football, beautiful football, in my opinion. Counter-attacking goals and set pieces are something that he pretty much uses everything, really. Wing play goals, likes to whip the balls into the box. He's got a height in her, so it's no surprise whatsoever there. So, going into this game, we need to be very careful. You know, I want to end the season with a bang. I do, against Ipswich. Whether that is allowing Millwall to go up or Ipswich if they beat us, depending on what happens. But with the form that Ipswich are in at the moment, I would personally state and say the likely chances are they'll probably be beating us and ended up staying second. You know, they're a point ahead. Their goal difference is plus 30. You know, they literally pretty much, Mill have to win. If Ipswich draw, then yeah, it's pretty much screwed for them. But their form: 2-2 v Southampton, 0-0 v West Brom, 2-1 v Charlton, 2-2 Borough, and a loss 2-0 to Portsmouth. Portsmouth were at home when they beat Ipswich. The draw was at home against Middlesbrough. They beat Charlton away, I believe, 2-1. A draw to West Brom 0-0 away, and drawing with Southampton 2-2 away as well. You know, do you know what? Their form is not actually crazy. You know, too crazy. I thought it was actually a bit better, but we actually could have a chance of actually getting a result out of these guys, I would say. You know, but they are challenging for promotion, so you never know what will happen on the day. You know, do we want Millwall to go up? I don't think we do, as London rivals. But it's going to be a solid game by Ipswich. You know, the team that they've got at the moment that's really doing well. They got Walton in goal with a season rating of 7.2 at the moment. Furlong, ex-QPR player, 3 assists, 1 goal. 7.0 rating. O'Shea, who I highly rate as a good defender, 1 assist, 1 goal with a 7.2 rating. Greaves, very, very technical defender, 7.3, 2 assists, 1 goal. Davis, yes, Leaf Davis, who had an incredible he had an incredible season yet again. He does really well in the championship, to be honest. Davis does 4 assists, 2 goals there, 7.2 rating. They did bring in Dan Neil on loan in January from Sunderland. He looks like he hasn't really made a big impact with Ipswich, but he is a very valuable asset in my opinion. You know, he did help Sunderland get promotion last season, and obviously, you know, it looks like right now around the corner he might be back in the championship next season if Sunderland don't want him. So it would be a good shout if QPR need a midfielder in Dan Neil. I can't pronounce his name. I will try. Matsuiwa. 3 assists, 1 goal midfield, 7.1 rating. Burns, 1 assist, 2 goals, 6.7 rating. Nunes, 8 assists, 3 goals, 6.9 rating. One of my favourite players that I've seen in Championship for quite a while. Philogene, 2 assists, 11 goals, 7.0 rating. And Azon up front with 4 assists, 5 goals. Look, they have goals pretty much everywhere up front. They do. It's not just Azon, it's also Hurst as well, who's been killing it for, I believe, for Ipswich. He's a very, very good striker in the championship. He probably will, if Ipswich do go up again, Hurst will probably end up getting chased by someone in that category next season for the championship. So yeah, you know, like I said, they got goals all around. Set pieces, wing plays. They're gonna put their centre backs in there as well, but majority of it, they have very good, skillful players on the wings, you know, and that's what's going to happen tomorrow. You know, they're going to be challenging us. They're going to be looking strong. And we just got to basically, in my opinion, hold that 4-4-2 if we can, maybe the 4-2-3-1. But that don't seem to be doing too terrific with us at the moment. Depending on who's playing, he probably is going to give out a little run out to a couple of players, a couple of youngsters that have done well. You know, Jalen Pearman deserves that chance. You know, he's shown it all season with the development side. You know, Daniel Benny will probably be playing. So we'll probably see some development side. You know, it's the last game for some players like Steve Cook, possibly Varane, Nardi for sure, and some others in there as well. Now, there's obviously talks of Julian possibly leaving. You know, I don't know what to say on that, but we'll probably get an answer tomorrow about that. I'd be honest, I think he should stay if that is the case, and I think he will stay. I think he's a brilliant manager for us, head coach. But, you know, we'll see what happens after the game on that one. But yeah, not much else to talk about. The only way to kind of beat these guys, in my opinion, is literally counter-attacking football at home. We hold the back line really well. If we do that and get some good counter-attacks, we might do well. Paul Smith on the wing doing the runs. Happy days, you know. Maybe set pieces and obviously them crosses might do well for Kone, depending on who's playing. Burrell's injury is not too serious, I've been told. So yeah, it looks like it could be a decent end to the season. Let's end it off in a bang. Whatever happens, you know, we're not going to get relegated. That's the positive news. But it'd be nice to finish in 12th position, you know. We can still finish 12th depending on what happens with other results, and we go from there, really. You know, Julian's had a difficult first season, but we've done a lot better than last season in my opinion. So yeah. But players to watch out for, Philogene if he's playing, Nunes for sure, Burns, Neil, I'll say Leif Davis and Furlong are both good wing backs, getting into the box, running down the wings as well. And if he does play, George Hurst obviously, so yeah. That's if he's still at the club. I don't know if he's been transferred or not. But big day tomorrow at 12:30. We will be live. We'll be live from 12, maybe 12:15. But we will definitely be live watching QPR v Ipswich, or Ipswich QPR, however you want to say it. And we'll also be chasing up, obviously, the deadline of playoffs. So, you know, we got a very crazy ending to this season again. You know, you got Millwall trying to get into the top 2. Middlesbrough still have an opportunity. You got Southampton. To be honest, top 6. I think just 6th place that needs to be fighted for, and it's between Wrexham, Hull City, Derby County. I think Norwich. Are Norwich in it? No, Norwich are done with now. Norwich are finished. I don't think Norwich can get it. So yeah, it's down to Derby, Hull and Wrexham. Now it is. Them three will all be challenging for that final 6th place. Personally, I reckon Wrexham will get it. Looking at what I've seen from Wrexham, I think they'll get it, you know. And it looks like Millwall, Middlesbrough and Southampton are all basically pretty much in the playoffs the next season, or playoffs for the next couple of weeks. Ipswich either, depending on who finishes second, it's out of Middlesbrough, Millwall and Ipswich to finish second, so we'll be chasing that as well. But yeah, apart from that, this will obviously be the last live match preview for this season. I'm not saying it's going to be the end of this channel whatsoever, because we have some things that we got planned for this channel. Look, we'll go into it a bit more tomorrow, but it's been terrific doing this for you guys. Well, not for you guys, but with you guys. It's been a real big thing going on this season with QPR with the channel. So yeah, shout out to you guys as always who kills it each week with the watch alongs, tuning in, hitting the like button, and it just kind of also motivates me to do a lot better publishing for what I want to see going on. So yeah, Nick's in the chat. Hi mate, hopefully you're good. Nick, sorry I didn't see that message. I was concentrating on doing that. Hopefully you're okay. Just in last day, except for us, it really is. But listen, look, we've had our ups and we've had our downs this season. We've had a good season in my opinion. Look, I don't highly rate QPR, and as a QPR fan you might kill me for that, but I put us in a predicament of top 10 as always. You know, I feel like we're that good to be between 9-10, nowhere near the playoffs at the moment. We're not ready for that, but I think Julian has shown me this season that there's something very interesting if he stays, you know. Tellboy saying QPR down for a loss on his coupon. Well, good luck with that. What are the chances of us having Obiku for an appearance? The answer, no chance. I don't know what's going on with Obiku. I don't know what's going on. I haven't heard anything with if he's coming back or not. At the end of the day, Burrell won't be playing, I don't think. I think Kone will be playing. But I think we're going to be seeing a lot of youngsters on that bench. You know, I feel like he's gotten to the point now where it's last game of the season. And we'll obviously look at the game and we'll determine whether it is his last game or not just by the way we play. So yeah, we'll go from there. Apart from that, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I did say we promised to do something a bit better than this, but unfortunately, I'll be honest, I've been so busy with work. So we'll see what we can do tomorrow with a little trailer maybe for tomorrow's ending of the season. We'll go in there, but shout out to you guys for tuning in this season, all the way. Much love, and we're gonna pretty much leave it with there, to be honest, for tomorrow. I don't think there's anything else to really talk about. There's nothing news about injuries apart from Burrell, Chair, obviously. No, I think most people apart from Burrell were training. So yeah, but signing wise, transfers, nothing yet. Just the same stuff as always. So yeah, but we'll catch you tomorrow, everyone, for the final game of the season. Hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to, and peace, love, positivity, everyone. Catch you tomorrow.